Hello everyone, Catweazle here. Welcome back to Arkham Horror, The Woods So Dark and Deep, turn 11. One thing I forgot last turn, I was so busy making sure that the goat spawns were in the correct spot. I forgot that the Dark Druid, which was a hexagon monster, and the Ythian, which was a triangle monster, they actually moved in turn 9 at the Mythos Phase. If you remember, they moved from the police station into East Town streets, so what I should have done is I should have had them sat in the Merchant District streets in order to reflect that move. So I've moved them there now. No big problem. We didn't have any interactions. We didn't send any investigators through the Merchant District streets. But instead of them all being sat at the unvisited isle, they should be sat there at the Merchant District. Right, what happened last turn? Well, unfortunately, Ashcan got himself delayed. But Zoey entered the abyss. Rex is going to come out of the abyss and hopefully seal that gate, and Jenny sealed the gate at the graveyard. Got a bit of a plan for this turn. I now want to seal that abyss gate. Zoey won't be able to do it, so I'm going to send Jenny in after her, and Jenny is going to follow her through and seal it, because she's got to get in. She's going to go in via the Black Cave Abyss Gate. Unfortunately, Rex is the first player, so rather than him sealing the Black Cave Gate, which is the one he came through, he's actually going to come out at the Witch House. That's fine, as long as there's a gate on the board and it points towards the other world that you're in, you can come out anywhere. So he's going to come out of the Witch House Gate and seal that gate. Jenny's going to go in the Black Cave one, and both her and Zoey will hopefully come through. Zoey won't shut it, but hopefully Jenny will. And hopefully Ashcan will stand up and he'll have a better luck than he did last time. Okay, so our first player this turn is Rex Murphy. So let's go over to the Upkeep phase. And here we are at the Upkeep phase. Here's our first player, and it's Rex. Let's just move the Kabbalah over here, out of the way. And first of all, he gets $2 for his retainer. So let's put those in. He's exceedingly flush with cash. So there we go. He's got a roll for his retainer now. So, come on, Rex. If only we'd kept his blessing as long as he's kept his retainer. So, keeps his retainer again. And, right, what's going to happen? Well, he's going to come out from the abyss this turn, and he's going to go to the Witch House, and he's going to seal the Witch House. His law's at 5, so that will be the number of dice. -2, he'll get 3 dice. But he's also got some clues. He's got extra clues, so hopefully he will be able to close that gate, even though it's a little bit tricky. So what he's going to do is he's going to use one of his focus, though, and he's going to put his speed up to 4. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it for Rex. Oh no, it's not it for Rex. He's first player, so he gets a clue token, and he gets another clue token, because of his investigation ability. He's now got so many clue tokens, they're overflowing his player tray. Right, but he may have to use a few of those in order to try and shut the gate if the 3 dice he uses don't come up to snuff. Right, so that's it for Rex. Next up is Zoey Samaras. And here we are with Zoey. Zoey's pretty much going to stay as she is. Due to my change in tactics, she's pretty much just going to come out of this gate and hold station until Jenny follows her out. So what we're going to do, we'll move her speed up 1, because she's only got 1 focus, and we'll need to get it back up to 4 by the time she gets out. Other than that, that seems fine. Okay, next up is Jenny Barnes. And here we are with Jenny. Yes, Jenny's going to move 2 and she's going to pop into the black cave gate, want to seal that other abyss gate, and see if we can't pull out a win. So she's going to pop straight in there. She's got the requisite movement points, that's fine. Don't think we're going to mess around with her focus at all. She's got a bank loan and a trust fund, so there's a trust fund dollar. Let's see whether it goes back into the supply straight away or not. And she'll roll for a bank loan. A 5, she gets to keep the dollar. So she's now up to $7. And that's it for Jenny. So next up is Ashcan Pete. And here he is. Good old Ashcan, who's currently like delayed. What are we going to do? Well, he's only got one focus. We've got him up at 5 because we want that for the for him to shut the gate. Shall we knock his speed back up or leave it? We'll leave it as it is. We'll leave him with 4 sneak. He's got a couple of turns before he comes out of the gate, so we'll leave it as it is. Right, so that's it for Ashcan Pete. Next up, the movement phase. And here we are at the movement phase. First up is Rex, and as we've decided, Rex is going to come out at the witch house. So there he is, ready to try and seal the gate on the encounter phase. Next up is Zoey Samaras. Zoey's going to pass into the second part of the abyss. So that's her movement sorted. Then it's Jenny Barnes. And what Jenny's going to do is she's going to go 1, 2 into the black cave. Okie dokie. And next up is Ashcan Pete. And all Ashcan, because he's delayed, all he gets to do is to stand up. So there we go. In fact, I'm glad I didn't move anything on Ashcan Pete in his upkeep phase because he was delayed. He shouldn't have really moved anything anyway. But we had a look at where he was up to. So really, because he was delayed, he couldn't really have updated anything. He didn't. We just had a look at where he was up to. So that worked out well in the end, even though I forgot about it. Right. That's the end of the movement phase. Next up is the Arkham Encounter phase. And here we are at the Arkham Encounter phase. First up is Rex. Here he is, and he's going to try and shut the Abyss Gate. Now, the Abyss Gates have hexagon dimensional symbols, which normally would be fantastic because we've got hexagon monsters all over the shop. But unfortunately, due to the nature of this particular scenario, no hexagon monsters go back to the cup because we've got the Black Goat of the Woods, who's the herald, and that means that the hexagon monsters can't go back to the cup, which is a bit of a pain. But anyway, we can still shut it, we can still get it as a gate trophy, and we can still seal it. So, get rid of the gate holder. And let's see if we can't seal ourselves another gate. The dice tower. Now, he's got a law of 5. So, he will have 3 dice to try and seal this gate. But we do have quite a few clue tokens. Didn't need it, he got 2 successes. This gate is sealed and we have another gate trophy. We now have 4 gate trophies. If we could close all the gates on the board, we'd win. There's still 2 others that are open. But also, on the plus side, is we get a funky seal of blueness. So we have got 4 seals now. So things are looking a hell of a lot brighter than they were 3 turns ago. So we've got a sealed gate at the witch house, 4 sealed gates. Hopefully Ashcan won't get delayed anymore and he'll be able to seal the 1 independent square. And Jenny, who's next up in the encounter phase, because she's the only other investigator left in Arkham, she goes to the Abyss. She has enough clues to seal a gate. So hopefully, Jenny and Ashcan can do the business for us. So what we're going to do is we're just going to hope. A whole lot of hoping. Okay, well that's it for the Arkham Encounter phase. Next up is the Otherworld Encounter phase. And here we are at the Otherworld Encounter phase. Just very quickly, because I always forget. 5 clue tokens, that's what Rex had to spend in order to seal the Witch House gate. So he's still got, I think he's still got 11 left. So he's got plenty of clues left. Also, once again, he should have had an Explored token when he came out at the movement phase, but I always forget that, don't I? But if you're watching, kids, always put the Explored token down. Okay, right, the Otherworld phase. Well, first up is Zoey. She's in the Abyss. So, we'll get the deck, put it down, and we need a red or a blue card. Ooh, a blue straight up. The feeble glow and warmth of the candle is enough to restore you a bit. Gain 1 stamina. Oh, great. So, the stamina she lost last time, because she couldn't open that chest, she's got it back because she's got the warmth of a candle. So very nice. Always nice to get a stamina back. I forgot to use a bloody healing stone as well, didn't I, in the upkeep phase? We'll keep it as that, but if I'd remembered it in the healing phase, I'd have refreshed it and obviously exhausted it again and given her another stamina, but she's got 4, so that one's just on my head for being forgetful. Okay, after Zoey, it's Jenny Barnes, who's also in the Abyss. So again, we need a red or a blue. That's a yellow, a red. We've got Relay and the Plateau of Leng, so we've got to read other. There is nothing here but barren wastes, no encounter. Well, I'm devastated. Woohoo! So, no encounter. And next up, we're up here. Great Hall of Celiano with Sonny Ashcan. Let's hope he doesn't get delayed. We need a blue or a green. That's red. That's yellow. That's yellow. That's green. Green. We're alright with green. So it's the City of the Great Race, a Plateau of Leng, so we're going to have to do other. Pass a luck -1 check to discover a vital document. You could gain 2 clue tokens. Woohoo! What's his luck? Right, move that out of the way. Dice Tower! What's his luck? I think his luck's pretty good. He's got a luck of 3. Yeah, he's got a luck of 3, but it's -2, isn't it? Yeah. Oh no, -1, so he gets 2 dice. Come on. Come on, Ashcan. Be having it. Yes, a 5. Success! 2 clue tokens. Always good, because we might need them for re-rolls. So he's got 8 clue tokens now. Might need them for re-rolls when he's shutting the gate. So that'll come in handy. So that's not a bad Otherworld Encounter phase for us there. Okay, righty ho. But as it's the end of the Otherworld Encounter phase, we know what it is now. Oh yes, it's the Laugh and Chuckle phase. And here we are at the Mythos phase. Well, I suppose it's too much to ask that we get very lucky again. But, as we get the Deck of Doom, let's hope that we are. A gate at Independence Square. That's a surge. Urgh. Right, so hang on, let's get rid of the deck. Good thing is we don't get another gate, so we've got a chance here of getting them all sealed If only Ashcan hadn't been delayed last turn, both him and Zoey would be coming out. And if they closed their gates, we wouldn't have an open gate on the board and we'd win because we've got more than 4 gate trophies. But, first things first, Doom token. We're using the Black Goat of the Woods Herald. There's been a surge, a Doom token goes on. We are now up to 9. Yep, it's getting tighter than a duck's arse, and that's watertight. That is how close this game has come. Right, so done that. We've got how many gates we've got open? 2, but we've got 4 investigators, so it would be 4 monsters, 2 hexagon monsters, 2 normal monsters. We've only got 1 stand. So let's get our normal monster that's going to come out on the board, and it's going to come out at Independence Square, and the monster is a Mygo, which isn't too bad. So there we go, we've got a Mygo Independence Square. All the others are going to go into the outskirts, so I'll just pick another normal monster while I've got the bag. A Hunting Horror goes into the outskirts. Next up we've got our 2 hexagon monsters, the first one being a Child of the Goat, and the next one being another Child of the Goat. So we've now got 3 in the outskirts. We're very close to the terror level going up to 3, and poor old Isabelle, it's not looking good. But I'm sorry, Isabelle, the only way you're going to be saved is by your sister closing gates. She won't be able to get to the unvisited isle to save you. Okay, what we got? Oh, I've just spotted something. Isabelle may have had a reprieve, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Clue appears at the unnameable, so there's 2 clues there now. Really good. And monster movement. We've got crescents and pluses. So we've got a crescent with the ghost, but it's a yellow bordered monster, so it's not going to move. And we've got no other crescents or plus monsters, so nothing else moves. Let's check our corruption cards. Jenny has a slash on white. No, that's fine. Diamond on black for Zoey. That's not on there. We've got a star on white. That's not on there either. And we've got a circle on black. So none of the corruption cards are triggered. Excellent. So that's monster movement and corruption cards done. Let's move on to the headline. Big storm sweeps Arkham. All monsters in the sky and outskirts are returned to the cup. Isabelle breathes again. She breathes again. Fire Vampire. We get a monster stand back. That goes to the cup. Or the bag. Oh, that's a normal monster, so it goes in the normal bag. And these 3 in the outskirts. So we've got 2 Childs of the Goat and a Hunting Horror. Childs of the Goat go into the hexagon bag. Hunting Horror into the normal bag. Outskirts are back to 0. It's like that monster surge didn't happen. What a pity that we had to put a Doom token down. That is the only bad thing. But that's finished. Stick it in the discard. That was a good turn. That was a very good turn. I'm a lot happier with our chances. We've still got 3 Doom tokens to go. We've got Zoey coming out this turn, but she's not going to shut the gate. And we've got Rex and Jenny sort of coming on their way out. Yep. Basically, we just need next turn not to be horrendous. If next turn isn't horrendous, then hopefully we will have Ashcan P and Jenny coming out of their respective gates. We've sealed 4. They have the wherewithal to seal these 2. We could pull off an unlikely win, which when we were on turn 6, turn 7, it just looked like we didn't have a hope in hell. Looks like my streak may continue if our luck holds, and that's a very big if. But I'm certainly a lot happier than I was a few turns ago. So anyway, I'd like to thank you all for watching, for all the comments and for all the subscriptions. Thank you very much. I hope you'll join me next time for what is turning out to be quite an exciting scenario of Arkham Horror, The Woods So Dark and Deep. See you next time for turn 12. Until then, this is me, Catweazle, signing off. Toodaloo.